Hey folks, Grego here with another snack food quickie. I am trying to keep caught up because Tasty Cake, your boy, has been at it again. And he finally reviewed some Cheetos that I've been waiting to see him taste. I have not tried these. On the Tasty Cake channel, Reverend Amagon from Spill the Geek Tea tasted the Cheetos Puffs Cheese Pizza Cheetos. And I've had a response waiting for him right here. I'm going to taste the Cheetos Flamin' Hot Dill Pickle Crunchy Cheetos. Now, you might not be able to find these because it appears as if they were only available for 1 month. So let's take a dive into these. And after these, I'm going to try some Vlasic Pickle Balls. You see the theme here? The theme is dill. Now, with the Dill Pickle Flamin' Hot Crunchy Cheetos, I bought these about a month ago. It is an 8.5 ounce bag, where here in California it was almost $6, which, yes, is pretty ridiculous. Okay, and we're going to get to that at the end of this video. Here's the back of the package. Frito-Lay products typically have a cutesy tail on the back. They'll have some sort of a silly story, and I find it interesting that the back of this package does not have some long silly story. It just says Cheetos, crunchiness with delightfully cheesy heat. Let's take a look at the ingredients. Now, I'm not going to read all of these right here, but you can see it. The ones that make me raise my eyebrows are Red 40 Lake and Yellow 6 Lake. I also took note of the fact that they have monosodium glutamate. Yay. I am a fan of monosodium glutamate. It had a bad reputation here in the United States, particularly in the 90s, where Asian restaurants were actually putting banners outside on their buildings saying that no MSG, that they're not using MSG. But MSG, in my experience, is a very useful ingredient for creating a balance of flavors, or umami. Now, anytime you're delving into a new snack, you should always start with Google AI, right? Well, here's what Google AI says about these. One thing that people ask is, are the Flamin' Hot Dill Pickle Cheetos real? And it says that Gen Zers have taken the obsession to new heights on social media. And you must have heard about cheese-covered pickle coated in crushed Flamin' Hot Cheetos, also known as chickle. Okay, I did not know about that, but we're going to get to that. Now, here's the caveat before you try and inevitably fall in love with Cheetos' new flavor. You only have a month to experience the flavor. What? Well, it's a good thing I bought these when I did, and I guess I better check the date, okay? This says that they're good until May 6th, and you can see right here, possibly, the insanely high price of $5.69 for 8 ounces of flavored cornmeal, and they're good until May 6th. And of course, the unusually short, cutesy story. Now, going beyond the Google AI, let's see if they're still available. No, they're not. These are actually sold out at our local Safeway. However, if you dig a little deeper and you actually go to the Cheetos website, they have an interesting recipe for Cheetos Crunchy Flamin' Hot Cheese Ickle. Okay, now this is a recipe with 5 minutes of prep time, cook time of 10 minutes, and it's a recipe for taking pickle spears and coating them with cheese, and then coating them with crushed Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Looking more at this recipe, the ingredients are a cup of Cheetos, crunchy, Flamin' Hot, cheese-flavored snacks, 4 slices of provolone cheese divided, 4 dill pickle spears divided for dipping. And it goes into giving the instructions for this recipe. Now, this does sound interesting, and I think I might try this recipe, but first I want to try the Cheetos and see if I like these. Now, digging even deeper into this, you know, they mentioned it being a social media frenzy. Well, guess what? 5 years ago, this YouTuber, NaTashaXNichole, put a recipe right here on YouTube for hot Cheetos fried pickles. Isn't that something? I wonder if Frito-Lay ever credited her for this creation. I really hope so. And if you look in the description below, you're going to see a link for her video, which might actually be the origin of this very limited edition Cheeto. So let's go ahead and get this open and see what these are like. Speaking of the links below, you're also going to see a link to the Tase T Kaake Channel, where he reviewed the pizza Cheetos just a few days ago. That's a fun channel, and the Tase T Kaake Channel is what inspired me to do some fun snack videos like this myself. Okay, so wow, I'm getting a lot of dill there. Here's what's in the bag. Now, at first glance, these just look like typical Flamin' Hot Cheetos. I'm not seeing any green for the dill. Here's what one of them looks like. And let's see what they taste like. The dill is strong on the nose. Oh, those are surprisingly good. The heat's there. Wow, that's kind of like a natural. It's kind of like a natural flavor pairing that goes very well together. I like them. I gotta say, I do like these. Really nice looking graphics on the package too. If you catch the lid there, it's portraying a pickle jar. So, wow, those are quite nice, but they're pretty hot. Pretty hot. Okay. I'm impressed. I'm quite impressed by those. Those are better than what I was expecting. And thanks to the monosodium glutamate, you're getting some umami. And these snacks would be easy to binge on. There's no doubt about it. Okay, so I have a bonus here. Definitely check out her recipe for hot Cheetos fried pickles. This is NaTashaXNichole. That video was 5 years ago, and it could very well be that recipe of hers is what started this madness. And I hope she has gotten proper credit for it. Here's a shout out, Natasha. Nice one. And after tasting these Cheetos, yes, I'm going to try your recipe. I will do a video on it. Okay, the next one. This is a bonus since we're in the dill mode. Vlassic Pickle Balls. Now, for some reason, my friend Candyman over in England, who was also a host on Spill the Geek Tea, he thinks the name Pickleballs is pretty funny, and I don't actually know why, but I'm going to have to find out. Checking to see if these are still available. Looking at Walmart in Mountain View, California, it appears as if they do not have them. So I don't know if these are still available or not. Let's take a look at the ingredients. Okay, this is a much shorter list of ingredients than the Cheetos, and they also contain monosodium glutamate. Now, the story on the package is much longer than that on Cheetos by Frito-Lay. Serving up a big crunch, the volley is on. Our pickle balls are the winning combination of that classic Vlasic crunch and bold flavor. Put them together, and you've got a match that rivals anything we've seen on the court. The perfect doubles team of dill and vinegar, and they're the ultimate snacky, salty snack. And you'll know it's going to be a real pickle putting this bag down. Now, I just got that. I did not realize the pun with pickle balls. And if you actually look at these closely on the image on the package with the little indentations on the balls, yes, they do look like pickle balls used in the somewhat uprising sport that seems to upset tennis players for some reason. But anyway, there's also a recent video about these as well, right here on YouTube. Rick Mammana, he covered these just a few days ago, and I'm going to put a link to his video down below as well. I have not watched anything except for the first several seconds of it because I didn't want his review to change the way that I would think of these. I wanted to taste them before watching his review. Okay, so let's get these things open. Okay, a 2-ounce package. Okay, that's important, and I'll mention why here in a moment. Here's what's in the bag. Whoa, wow. Wow, that's got a lot of dill emanating from it. That's powerful. Here's what's in the bag. Let's take a look at one of these things. You see the little indentations on there. It's basically cornmeal with flavorings, artificial flavorings. Maybe some natural. I don't know. I didn't read the ingredients. I showed them. Check them out yourself. Let me see what I think of these. Wow. Those are so different from the Cheetos. And of course they should be because they don't have cheese. Also surprisingly awesome. I like these. Pickle balls. Okay, so there's a short little snack food adventure down Dill Avenue here. I'll have a few more tasting videos coming up here pretty soon, but I do have a conclusion about these. These are some that Frito-Lay should probably put back on a proper rotation because I could see them finding fans constantly. And I'm definitely going to go back and look at Natasha's video about making fried pickles by using spicy Cheeto powder. Now, there's one thing that both of these products have in common. They're highly refined snacks made from corn and cornmeal. And if you do the math with how much these snacks cost, this 2-ounce bag for around $4 in particular, for the same price, you can go to the grocery store and buy salmon and dill, and you can bake salmon at home and season it with dill. And all you would need is a little bit of olive oil or butter and optionally some lemons to go ahead and season your salmon at the end. Salmon with dill is less expensive than either one of these snacks. Just an FYI. So thanks for watching. Enjoy your snack foods. Check the links below. There's going to be a link to the Tase T Kaake channel, which inspired me to do food tasting. there's going to be links to both of the other YouTube videos that I have referenced. And below that, there's going to be a link to a weekly variety show called Spill the Geek Tea, where I'm a host. And that show also has foodies on it, which should be natural because we're all geeks. And I think you might enjoy it. So check out the 4 links below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.